Remember, feed off your energy, so please do me a favor, put your hands together and welcome the one, the only, Evanna Lynch! How you doing?
I'm good.
We were doing some dancing before you came out here, so we're all, our blood's moving, we're ready to go. Now, we had a chance to talk to you yesterday on the couch. We asked you some questions, but they're set and ready today to ask you some questions. So if you want to stand, you want to sit, it's up to you. All right, yeah, go for it. I'm going to go out here. Let me find my first right there with the jacket. So do me a favor, stand up and kind of get close to the aisle, and then I'll move around. So here we go. First question. Let's do this.
If you could play in the avocado in the Harry Potter world, who would it be? Oh, any other character? Narnie. I like her. And I'm quite into like astrology and divination and all that. So she's not a million miles away from me, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. Or a house elf.
How did it feel playing in the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, like in general? Oh, can you hear me? Is that all right? Yeah. I mean, a lovely environment to be part of. It was, when I joined, it was already quite established, the family feel. So I was very welcomed into that and encouraged our creativity. I think we were protected in a way that young actors maybe aren't now. I think people are very aware of their influence and their social media and everything. And back then it was kind of simpler anyway. So yeah, it was the best way to start in this business, I suppose. Yeah, I wish it lasted longer, really. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna swap your mic out real quick because it's
okay.
cutting out. So yeah, here we go.
Hello, Andrea. My question is, do you feel it's so surreal, like that you were Luna Lovegood in Harry Potter? Does it still feel surreal to this day?
No, like this is very surreal, all of this. To be in South Africa 20 years later, very nice guy, yes. So no, it's been a long, strange life so far of going, what, how did that happen? And especially when I think to who I was before, if I read any of my diaries before, how much I wanted it, like, it's very rare you get something comes true that you want that much. So yeah, it's very surreal. Pardon? Not good.
She loved your Luna, loved
Oh,
her.
thank you.
Evanna, so you said yesterday that you are a reader, and I just wondered, besides Harry Potter, like, what other types of books do you read? Is there anything that like stuck out to you?
What other types of books do I read? Oh, it changes. You know, I have phases, little love affairs with authors. What have I been reading lately? Oh, I've been reading an author called Angela Carter. She's quite, I think feminist or fantasy, not fantasy, but yeah, her world is amazing, her mind. What else have I been? Oh, I got really obsessed with romanticism for a while. Yeah, God. I mean, they didn't have those books when I was a teenager. I wish they had. And I'm like, I should be reading something more sophisticated, but I can't stop. It's just so addictive. So yeah, really into that. And then a comic book thing, where me and my partner are watching Daredevil, and we are obsessed with it. Yeah. I don't really get obsessed with comic book characters, but that one is, yes. So yeah, I have phases, but those are like my obsessions at the moment.
Excuse me, Miss Evanna.
Sorry.
Do you have a favorite movie? It can't be a Harry Potter movie, but it can also be another movie in a different genre if you like.
Your favorite movie, it doesn't have to be Harry Potter, whatever it is.
That's such a good one too. There's a movie called Submarine, which I love. It's like a coming-of-age film based on an incredible novel, and I liked it because I think a lot of the coming-of-age stories are about
been?
Oh, that's good. Oh, I know it's really bad, but I would love to know what people are thinking. Oh, like it really drives me insane to go, oh, they seem so polite to my face, and then I never heard from them again or something. Like I have quite a paranoid, and I know that would be a nightmare, but I think they don't like it. I'd like to know. That one, and I'd love to give animals the power of speech, or maybe give me the power of understanding them. Because I feel like they have a lot to teach us. Yeah, and I'd love to be able to communicate what they want to the world. Yeah, those would be two good ones. Wish they could. Yeah.
On your left, over here.
I wanted to know if you kept any trinkets or basket, anything on set about Harry Potter. If you took anything for
Did you take any props home with you? Do you keep anything from the set?
Oh, yeah, yes, I did. I kept some phoenix tail feathers because I was trying to make. It was around the time of the premiere of the 5th film, and I wanted to make a dress that had like phoenix feathers, colors, and I made a necklace out of feathers. So I still have that, and I actually still have every call sheet, which is like a thing in the film industry where at the start of every day you get a sheet telling you everyone's schedules. And I was just nosy and I wanted to know what all the other actors were doing. So I kept them forever, and I think it's like kind of boxes of them at home. And so yeah, if someone ever wants to get really, really detailed about the day-to-day of the filmmaking, I can help. I have all of that information.
Where did your name fall on the call sheet? Because I know that like
Okay. Each film it changed. I think the best I ever was number 11. Number 11 felt so good. And then I think Deathly Hallows I was like 32 or something. I fell down the list, but yeah, it was nice.
well, that just means there were a lot of actors on set with you that day.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, the cast grew. Yeah.
On your right hand side.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Evanna. Hello. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, thanks for wearing Spectre specs.
Yes, I am.
You can't see, can you?
No, I can't. But you still look beautiful.
Thank you.
We are huge Harry Potter fans, and I especially love cooking. I just wanted to know, what meal do you love cooking at home? What is your favorite?
What's my favorite meal? I'm a terrible cook, really bad. It's one recipe, it's a shepherd's pie. I made it when I was 15 for my home ec examiner. I got an A, and that was it. I was like, cool, that's my one recipe for life. That's what everyone's gonna have to eat forever. I like it. I feel like it's a full meal. What's your favorite?
It's one of our favorites as well.
It's one of your favorites, isn't it? Yeah, you feel very satisfied after it. Yeah. Thank you.
Over here in the back.
As a mental advocate, how did you deal with the pressures that came with being globally recognized?
Could you repeat the question?
As a mental awareness advocate, how did you deal with the pressures that came with becoming globally recognized?
Well, I think a really helpful thing for me is talking about it. That's why I wrote a memoir about my journey to sorting out my mental health. And that was really helpful because I think I always, in a way, there is a thing in society of like, that stuff is embarrassing, pretend you're fine. And I find that really alienating when I'm like, when I'm spiraling in my head or something's really triggered me and everyone else seems fine, that makes it worse for me. That makes me think I'm not coping. I don't seem to know how to be a human. And then when you talk to other people, you're like, oh, everyone's a mess. It's fine, you know? Everyone's really struggling with something. So I find that really helpful to talk about it and to read other people's memoirs and, you know, those kind of things. And then also just having a circle of people, a small, trusted circle who you can be really normal with. Because, like, this kind of thing is really crazy and could turn your head. And then to talk to someone who knows who you are at your most vulnerable and can still love you, that's so important. I think we all need to have that kind of team
happens in those in-between parts where you're just sitting around. I know me and Katie Leung were like quite into our hobbies, and she was like learning guitar, and that was kind of a nice thing for everyone to do. Alfie and Matt were like boys, you know, they were doing their thing, jokes, they did sort of pranks and stuff. And actually when I joined, I was new to it, so that felt different. And I hung out with these two characters who their names were literally Slightly Creepy Boy and Somewhat Doubtful Boy. So those were my two pals for the 5th film. And I don't think they made it onto the 6th film, but we had our little cool weirdo set to the side, you know, where we thought we were cool, but we weren't. We weren't really part of the main crew, but I must say it was a very welcoming group. There wasn't like any type of bullying. There was of course like teenage dynamics, but yeah, it was very nice. But I will also say that I became closer with them actually after the films. At these kind of things, we turn up and you go, oh, this is weird. Now we're in South Africa, you know. So yeah, changes, yeah.
Over here to your left again.
Hey, I just wanted to know, do you have a favorite Luna Lovegood quote from any of the films?
Oh, from the films. I really like. They're not going mad. I can see them too. I love that one because, again, it's that thing of sometimes I'm like, am I the crazy one here? And I love that she's going, no, you're not. And he's like, I don't want to be comforted by you at all. You're so weird. And I love that she's just so oblivious to it. But there's just something she's so sweet always. She's always she's seeing the things that other people miss. Yeah, so I like that quote. But then there are book quotes that a few people have asked me to write that I love. There's one, look, a Blimmering Humdinger. Like, I like that side of her too, where and I wish we'd had a bit more of that in the films. Yeah, so many good Luna quotes. What's your favorite?
Oh, I really like the one where it's like the things we lose have a funny way of coming back to
Yes,
us.
yes. That was like a proper wisdom, wasn't it? And I don't think it was in the books. I think it was it Michael Goldenberg who wrote that? And I think about that a lot. Of like, oh yeah, you gotta let things go, and then they'll come back. Hopefully. Thank you.
On your right hand side.
Hi, this is really cool. My question is, what advice would you give a young actress who's just going into the industry?
Are you an actress?
Yeah, I just graduated.
Oh wow, congratulations. Well, for one, that's amazing. I wish I got a degree in it, because I do think so much of it is just confidence. Because, like, it's a strange career, you will have ups and downs, but the main thing is you always have to believe in yourself and that thing that you want to give to the world, you're a gift. Because there's going to be so many things that make you question it and go, oh, maybe I don't have it. So, but, you know, just keep that flame burning, that hunger. And whatever it is that, like, nourishes that for you, if it's reading fantasy or going to the movies or being in improv classes, you just have to keep that alive. Like, it's so about the inner child. And whether someone recognizes it or not, you have to recognize it. So I think that, and just, like, surround yourself with people who believe in you so much. Just to, like, share something a bit vulnerable. I changed agent last year because I felt it had been a long time with one agent and I felt like I wasn't really understood. And I'm with an agent now who I so feel he believes in me, and we both love books and we get excited about the same things, and it's just changed my whole approach to it. So I think that is so key. Like, if you feel someone doesn't believe in you, just know there'll be someone else who will, and you can find that person. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, it's a great profession. Yeah, I wish you the best.
What was the first piece of like memorabilia or like a toy or like you probably remember, like you're in Lego clearly, so do you remember what the first piece that you remember seeing?
Stickers. I had a really strange moment. I remember I was like 16 on my way to dance class, and I sort of have a habit of like looking at the ground, being lost in thought, and I saw there was like a sticker of myself on the ground. It was the weirdest moment.
Sorry, dude.
stamps. I've been on a stamp.
Sorry.
So
Oh, you're gonna go
You need to
bust?
stand up. You need to stand up and make a video.
hard to top being on a stamp.
Question is, are you excited about the new Harry Potter series, or how do you feel about it?
I really am. Yeah, I know people kind of want us to. I don't know. Some people come to us and say, "Can't believe they're making a new one already," and I'm like, "Look, it's great that it was an amazing thing for us to be part of incredible material, like characters with such complex backstories, which is exactly what you want as an actor." So I think it's amazing that a new generation of talent can take that material and play with it and explore it. And I also just think, the original films, because I am like a purist Harry Potter fan, where it's like, you can't, the books are the thing, they're sort of sacred. And I did sometimes feel like our versions were a bit like, wow, magic. And I sometimes read the books again and it's like, whoa, trauma, it's very dark, deep stuff, and I think a TV show has more scope to go into those deeper emotions, and just the things that like form Harry, which are not about defeating Voldemort, the rest of his life. So yeah, I'm really, really intrigued and excited to watch, and a little bit jealous too. Look, I'm only human, like I do sort of want to be back, but no, I'll definitely be watching it. Look forward to it.
Hi, I wanted to ask, have you managed to keep in contact with many of the actresses and actors from the films?
Yes, we do. It's a funny one, like they all live all over the world, and we tend to bump into each other at Comic-Cons, or just, I don't know, there'll be an exhibition in Shanghai or something in Sydney, and we get invited, and then it's like, oh hey, so it's like a large family, and you don't keep in touch with all your uncles and your cousins, but then when you see them, you love them, and it's exciting. It's very much that. Or if I need advice about some career thing, and one of them has gone through that, I will text them. But yeah, and I live in London, and there's only a couple of us there. But they're always there, and I know I can reach out to them, and I do. Whenever I see them at things, I go, oh, like just that sense of relief that there's someone who has had an unusual trajectory in life, like we started at something very visible, and then it's been strange to navigate life from that point. So yeah, I'm very lucky to have them for that kind of companionship. Thank you.
All right down front.
It's so awesome just hearing your perspectives and stuff from Harry Potter. I think everyone is just like, oh my gosh. But I think you've done a lot since then that not everyone knows about, all of your like advocacy and writing and stuff. And I just wanted to ask, what is your current like project or passion? What are you working on? What is your current thing you're doing?
Oh, thank you. That's such a nice, thoughtful question and comment. And I have to say, I do feel like really supported in my project since. Like, nothing quite touches Harry Potter, what I've done in terms of how it touches the core, the child part, your childhood. But I had a lady yesterday who came and she saw me in a play in New York, so I feel that support too. I do love theatre. I'm doing a play in Ireland. Anyone wants to come? It's a really weird play. It's set in a swimming pool, so that'll be fun. And my other thing is, I am trying to write fiction myself. It's not going very well. It's very hard. I can see why people just don't write novels. But yeah, I've started exploring clowning. Yes, I'm really obsessed with clowning. It's the scariest thing I've done, because the whole concept of clown is that the clown loves failure. So when something terrible happens, or when they embarrass themselves, you have to share it with the audience. And I just have gone my whole life doing the opposite, of going, oh no, hide that, all of that. So it's really amazing and enriching. And my secret passion is I would love to write this novel about a clown character that I have in my head, but I think it will take a while. So yes, I'll continue doing this in the meantime. But yeah, no, thank you. Those are my passions, I would say. Thank you for asking.
To your right.
Hi, I really do hope you're enjoying Cape Town. So my question is, do you remember
how your audition went and how you prepared for your audition.
Yeah, I'm having such a great time in Cape Town. Really, I've been so spoiled, and I can't believe the love for Harry Potter. Well, I can that, but yeah, it's been so nice. So I definitely want to come back, please. What were you asking?
How your audition went
Oh,
and
yes, yeah.
how you prepared for it.
Yes. Well, I mean, it was very quick. It was an open audition. How I prepared was being an obsessed fan 3 years before, you know, or even more. I was 14 when I got the audition, and I was 8 when I started reading it. So I just that prep was done, and that, in a way, I think speaks to a lot of people's career trajectories at Comic-Con. It's like the thing you love and your family thinks is kind of weird. Like my family were like, won't you read any other books, you know? My mom was there like literally putting other books in my room, and I was just like, no, I'm gonna read Half-Blood Prince again, you know? It was actually, although I don't think that was out at the time, but I just kept reading them again and again. And so yeah, when the audition came along, I was calm, and I never felt that way about anything before. I always felt like I was not prepared for something, or I was inadequate, or I wasn't up to scratch. But that one, I just was like, I know this. It's about something bigger than my ego, and I just need to go and be. And I think there's something about I think the things in life you're really meant for. I think it is about being. It's about just throwing out all your anxiety and the preparation, and if it's for you, it should feel like some sort of flow or something natural. So yeah, the audition, it was the easiest audition I've had in my life. Everything else has been hard. I had that one open audition, just read this scene a few times, and then a week later I had a screen test with Dana Radcliffe, and that's where they got me all in costume, and it was literally like scenes from Harry Potter. And then that was it. It was like 2 weeks and I got it. So I'm just very, very, very lucky. It doesn't happen very often in life, but it does sometimes. Yeah. Thank you.
So all you have to do is stand here on the stage. We've got some of your folks are going to come up here and take a picture for you so that you've got it as well. But all I need you to do is stand right there on the edge of the stage. All y'all, I need y'all to stand up. You come up here if you want to do it with the camera. Yeah. And then all you got to do is stand there, and we're all going to scream and wave and make some noise on the count of 3. So, yeah, just right there, and then face them. So here we go. Ready? Cape Town. 1, 2, 3. All right, now one for her camera. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Do me a favor. Make some noise for this lovely. Make sure to go visit her upstairs, get your photos, get your autographs. Thank you so much. Yeah, enjoy your time on the continent, and hopefully get to see some more furry animals.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.